In this attack, the Russians used a single tank leading the way, accompanied by infantry on armored vehicles. However, they were met by fierce Ukrainian drones. Look, the drones quickly halted the attackers and forced them to flee the battlefield, while the Russian armored vehicles were destroyed. Later, the Russians made several more attempts to break through the defenses in this area, but these were also unsuccessful. They ended up losing even more armored vehicles. Look, here an old Russian T-64 tank was also destroyed, and Russia no longer has any new tanks. Here we have a Russian T-72 tank, equipped with protection against kamikaze drones, which attacked Ukrainian positions. As a result, it had to be immobilized first, and then precisely struck by a kamikaze drone, causing the tank to explode. Nearby, a Russian infantry fighting vehicle was spotted and completely disabled with 2 munitions dropped from a drone. Another drone dropped explosives on a nearby tank, successfully destroying it as well. These are the devastating consequences of Ukrainian drones in action. And here is a Ukrainian tank setting out on its combat mission. It moves steadily toward the positions of Russian soldiers. Ukrainian reconnaissance teams relay critical information about an enemy tank directly ahead on its path. The Russian tank spots its counterpart and opens fire, revealing its position in the process. The Ukrainian tank quickly identifies the threat and returns fire immediately. A fierce battle ensues. Realizing the danger, the Russian tank decides to retreat, deploying a smokescreen to cover its escape. Despite the smokescreen and attempted retreat, the Ukrainian tank lands another direct hit on the enemy tank with remarkable precision. The shot is a testament to the skill and training of the Ukrainian crew, showcasing their ability to remain calm and accurate under pressure. The impact is devastating, further crippling the Russian tank and ensuring it cannot return to the fight. With the path now clear, the Ukrainian tank advances, systematically destroying enemy defensive structures at close range. This time, luck is not on the side of the Russian soldiers. One can only imagine the dread they feel as they face a heavy tank relentlessly firing at everything in its path. With no miracles to save them, their positions are leveled to the ground. The Ukrainian tank thoroughly clears the area, paving the way for Ukrainian infantry to move in and finish the operation. Following the precise hit, another Ukrainian tank arrives on the scene, reinforcing the assault. The coordinated maneuver demonstrates the strategic effectiveness of Ukrainian armored units working together. With 2 tanks now in position, the pressure on the enemy intensifies, leaving no room for retreat or counterattack. The second tank immediately begins targeting additional defensive positions, ensuring a thorough sweep of the area and paving the way for advancing infantry. Look at the way the Leopard tank maneuvers with precision, delivering accurate strikes on the building where Russian soldiers have entrenched themselves. Shot after shot, it systematically reduces the structure to rubble, leaving no place for the enemy to hide. Its firepower and precision are a testament to the unmatched capabilities of modern armored vehicles in urban combat. Shortly after, another column of vehicles moved to attack, but was immediately subjected to heavy fire. Yet, for Russian generals and commanders, it seems they have no issue sending so many soldiers into such futile assaults, suffering enormous losses. They can target tanks, armored vehicles, and other objectives with high accuracy, minimizing the risk to Ukrainian soldiers. However, drones not only engage in combat, but also play a role that disorients Russian forces. The constant presence of Ukrainian drones in the air undermines enemy morale, creating a sense of ongoing threat and uncertainty. This makes Russian columns more vulnerable to attacks. Drones also actively support infantry and special forces, helping them detect and neutralize threats in a timely manner, without engaging in direct combat with enemy forces that outnumber them. And in this clip, drone operators are clearing the fields of Russian equipment left wrecked after their failed assault. After such an attack, this equipment is undoubtedly out of commission. Zooming in reveals just how powerful the explosions were. Here, a Ukrainian APC is seen firing programmable shells at Russian trench positions. Fascinating footage. And here, reconnaissance has spotted a Russian tank positioned on a firing point. Enter the kamikaze drone operating via fiber optics, a recent innovation in modern warfare. These drones are immune to any electronic warfare systems, as evident by the crystal-clear video feed without interference. Despite the area being saturated with electronic warfare systems, rendering the approach of conventional drones impossible, this advanced kamikaze drone successfully navigates through and approaches its target with precision. A precise drone strike, after which the tank catches fire. The quality is so good that you can read the inscription on the tank's barrel. Another kamikaze drone completes its mission by blowing up the tank. Thus, just a couple of drones cause millions of dollars in damage to the Russian military. Thus, Ukrainian drones have become a crucial element in the fight against Russian columns, significantly strengthening the defense of the Ukrainian armed forces. They not only allow for more effective detection and neutralization of threats, but also provide protection from a distance, helping to avoid direct contact with enemy forces. This makes them an indispensable tool in modern warfare. Here, we see a Ukrainian BMP-2 advancing directly toward Russian trenches, opening fire and cutting down everything in its path. After completing its mission successfully, it quickly leaves the battlefield. Similar footage has been seen before, but this is a new drone downing. A Ukrainian helicopter disables the drone with a precise hit, after which it rapidly falls and dramatically explodes. And this is the Dragon drone, utilized by Ukrainian soldiers to destroy enemy positions using thermite mixtures. The deployment of this drone significantly enhances combat effectiveness, minimizes risks for personnel, and has a profoundly demoralizing effect on Russian soldiers. The trench shelter catches fire, leaving the Russian troops with no choice but to emerge from their cover. And here is another attempt at an assault by the Russians. The FPV drone does its job excellently. As a result of these failed assaults, Russian forces have suffered significant losses. Over the past 24 hours, Ukrainian forces have eliminated 1,630 enemy soldiers and destroyed dozens of units of equipment and weaponry. This highlights the high price Russian forces are paying for attempting to storm Ukrainian positions facing effective resistance and substantial losses. Hit after hit, and the equipment is dwindling. Here, a drone flies inside the combat vehicle, which then explosively detonates and burns. Another hit, and then another. The assault is a complete failure. The next task for the drone operators is to finish off the equipment that survived, but has been immobilized. Ukrainian drones play a crucial role in defending against Russian columns and assaults, significantly enhancing the capabilities of the Ukrainian armed forces in combating the aggressor. Moreover, drones actively participate in artillery fire correction, increasing the precision of strikes on enemy columns, equipment, and fortifications. This allows threats to be neutralized before Russian forces can get close to Ukrainian positions. Armed drones are also employed to destroy enemy equipment and ammunition depots. Here, Ukrainian aviation engages in battle, dropping a bomb on the location of Russian attack aircraft and an ammunition depot that was being prepared for an assault on Ukrainian positions.